Oh my God, James.
You all right there, buddy?
I'm good now. I'm good now. My friend, I'm good. I'm good. How's it going out there, people? How the hell are all of you out there doing? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing swell. All that good shit. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Had a good day.
Lovely Saturday night.
Yes.
It is a lovely Saturday night.
With some characters. That's what I'll call us. I won't call us lovely gentlemen because I don't want to stretch the truth that much tonight. I want to
Characters does seem more appropriate.
It does. It's like appropriate and polite at the same time for us. It's polite. I could say assholes. I could say dickheads and all that other shit. But we're trying to be better people.
I'm not trying that hard.
Yeah,
and
I accepted myself a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yes, I know this, guys.
Yeah.
I want to say this to you.
We love you too, Aaron.
What's
I
up?
know it's hard to.
That
I know it's hard
That
to
was
say.
a whole lot of silence. I thought he lost his sound for a second.
It's more of a question. It's more of a question for you both.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Yeah, as ready as I'm gonna be.
What-
See how excited I sound?
Will you say anything to stand by me?
No.
Oh. There he goes.
I think
Anyway,
there's-
that's what we're fucking reviewing today, guys.
I think there's a few words I can't.
Stand by me.
Just legally.
Yeah. True.
He can.
By street law. By.
Well, you don't
federal
gotta say that. That's not really standing by me. That'd be standing against me. So,
If I
again,
say it in a friendly tone and put an A at the end, does that help?
or
still depends on-
AH.
depends.
Seen that version too.
Yeah.
But before we get into the film, I do want to let you guys know something. Casters for a Cause. Oh, it's back. And again, brought to you by Chicka Chicka Wow Wow, the Scene Snob, sponsored by Carolina Fear Fest. Your boy will be there. But anyway,
Where exactly is Carolina Fear Fest?
you can go to
North Carolina.
carolinafearfest.com.
Is it? Well, I know it's one of the Carolinas.
I believe Raleigh. I believe it's in Raleigh.
Okay, so North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, North Carolina. Sorry, North Carolina.
Yes. North Carolina.
That's what. Yeah.
Anyway, May 17th at 7:00 Eastern time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be doing a script read of this film right here, Scream. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Fuck this movie. But all proceeds will be going to Haunters Against Hate.
Haters.
Oh,
Haters
yeah.
again.
It's haters against haunters.
Listen, it's Haunters Against Hate. Hate is not good. That's all I'm saying. So tune in for that. It's gonna be a good time.
You could say that you hate.
You hate hate. That's true. You can hate hate.
Yeah.
And Sturdy's going to be at the Carolina Fear Fest also.
Yes, I will. Yes.
So if anybody has a problem with me, you can go there and
Nope. You could take it up with James. I come in peace.
Oh boy.
Okay.
That should be a fun time though.
Yeah. So say anything, stand by me.
Which actually, what year was Say Anything?
89?
Was it? No, it wasn't that late, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
It couldn't have been.
But that was it.
80. Oh shit! It is 89.
89 rom-com.
Okay. I don't know why I was thinking it was like 83 or 86.
Are we talking about that first?
86.
Are we talking say anything first?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
You want to do say? Okay.
We can kick that one off.
Okay. One of the most awkward rom-coms I've seen. Like the style of getting to know a girl and everything. It's like everything was awkward. It just didn't seem. It's just off.
Well, do we
Like
want
the
to do
chemistry and
early
shit, like-
ratings?
yeah, let's do the ratings. All right.
All right,
James first.
Yeah.
He jumped into it already.
Yeah.
Yep. What's your rating, James?
It's just okay. I gave it a 5.
Okay.
I
It might go down. We'll see.
I'm having a hard time deciding between 4 and 5, so I'm just gonna go 4.5.
I'm with you, James. I'm gonna give it 4.5 as well.
Like, this is one of those movies that I'm like, I feel like I must have seen as a kid, because
Yep.
or I don't know if it's just the boombox scene became so iconic. Maybe that's just
I think
fucking
so
what I have
too,
seen
because I
somewhere.
don't. Yeah, I don't remember the movie, but I remember that scene.
Yeah, because
So
I don't
I
really
think-
remember the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie.
Do you remember that scene? You ever see that scene? Because they put that spoof scene in
or
movies before
seen
too.
it, yeah, I've seen it in other movies, or I'm sure I've seen this like in a GIF. I'm sure I've seen it in memes,
Yeah.
but my first time actually seeing this.
It's
film.
how to win the girl over, and the thing is, they make it like it works, but it didn't. In the movie, it don't work.
No,
No, it don't.
It don't- but they make it like when you see it on the internet and everything, they're like, it's so romantic. It worked for him. That's why he's there. And people, if you
hey,
watch
listen,
the movie, it didn't.
I like the song. Peter Gabriel in Your Eyes.
okay,
This is a fucking good
listen.
song.
I'm going to say this for both movies. I didn't mind the soundtracks. The soundtracks of the
Mhm.
movies are good.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking
yeah.
you were onto something with the fucking awkward. John Cusack was just awkward this entire movie.
Yeah, he was. But
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying. It's weird.
I feel like for that role, they probably wanted him to be though, because it kind of fit for that. What were they, seniors in high school?
No, but it made no sense. They tried to make him awkward, but also like everybody knew him. He's a cool, good guy.
Yeah,
I'm like, I was so confused. I'm like, is he awkward? Like he don't have friends?
No,
like
but
he's a loser, or is he?
well, think back to high school. If it's awkward trying to talk to someone you're attracted to, that I get that they're probably trying to capture that, but this just felt like over the top a little bit with his character.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And he had the flasher jacket on. He's gonna flash some people. That fucking trench coat back in the fucking 80s, man. Just looking at it, I just automatically think creeper, like a fucking flasher or something.
That's fair.
That kind of trench coat,
or someone's gonna shoot up a fucking school or something.
that kind of trench coat has become synonymous with school shootings and flashers.
Yes, yeah.
Sad but true.
Just like Hitler ruined a mustache style. That trench coat is yeah, the trench coat is not in a good shape.
Or even raising your hand over your head, trying to look at it up towards, like blocking the sun out of your eyes. Can't even do that anymore.
This guy. We don't block like that.
But yeah, so I don't know. So that was off-putting. Just every scene, even, like I was like, okay, like going on what you're saying, Chris, like awkwardness. He's because he likes her. You don't know what to say. He's trying to get her to open up. But even that when he's talking to other people, it's just like his whole character, like it's like
he was more
awkward.
Like I remember I don't even know the last time I watched a movie with John Cusack in it, honestly. But I'm like, I know I liked him at some point, but it clearly wasn't from this because I've just found his character super annoying and needy and clingy in this. Not that the girl was much better.
Yeah. I think there's a couple movies I've seen, like 90s movies he was in.
Yeah, I think it was more the 90s John Cusack that I got into.
But I wasn't still not a big fan. And by the way, really quick, was that John Cusack in Stand By Me too? The brother who died?
Yeah.
That was so, I was like, wait a minute. I was like,
that was a coincidence.
All these fucking movies?
Yep.
I was like, holy shit.
We'll get into it, but he had the best part of that movie because he didn't have to be in all of it.
Damn. All right. So what else was this? That girl's relationship with the father. That was a little fucking weird at times.
Yeah.
Especially you go to how she just tells him everything.
I see that
He's like, yo, I jumped his bones, basically. She's
I
like,
didn't
he's like,
flinch too much in that. I mean, there's no mother, essentially. Like, their parents got divorced. She chose to be. They clearly thought they had a good relationship. That was the one thing I was waiting for. Like the '80s movies that we've watched in this, there's usually like asshole parent that's
yeah.
trying to restrict their kid, and that's what you don't necessarily that's not what her father was like. Like I
No, he
kept
was the opposite.
Yeah, he was the opposite. He was just kind of letting her do whatever she wanted to do.
Like, I was confused. I was like, so he said, I'll take care of your girl your daughter for 7 to 8 hours. He picked her up at 8. I was like, wait a minute, who the fuck father's gonna let their daughter go out all night and come home in the morning? What the fuck? Get the hell out of here! I would have threw that like Al Bundy style, threw his ass right, send his head into the door, threw his ass right out.
Yeah, because he was not the typical '80s parent that is,
he wasn't,
restricting their kid from seeing someone or doing something.
So that's what they fed off. It's supposed to be a trust system. You can say anything to me.
Yeah,
but then we find out the father was lying.
He was like
stealing money from dead people.
Yeah, literally, he was like, I took care of him, this, that, and the third. But it's like, that's your job.
That's your job. So people really do that. There's like people got arrested for that.
Oh, sure.
That. And that's what the excuse they used. They're like, we take so much that money should be ours, because they'll keep their final check where they're not supposed to get that money. So they'll take that final check that comes in and they'll stash it,
depending on which is just
so they're double dipping. And so he had a little scam going to make extra money for like 6 years.
And he had been setting it as he'd been clearly robbing the families of their money after the elderly person died, setting it aside for his daughter's future. So they tried to bring some kind of highbrow or sophistication to that. I'm like, it's
like
still
a Robin Hood story.
Yeah,
like
still kind of fucked up.
For the good.
It was kind of, I don't like that whole thing was, to me, felt a little out of character for the '80s movies that we've watched, like the cult classics and stuff like that. Like they have some stuff you can expect, but white collar crime or something like that hasn't really been mixed into that. Which was, so that was a little weird. But what about, even going back to the beginning, what was up with the fucking kid singing at graduation? Who is this kid that's like not even part of their class, but he throws this party every year? Do they just let him come to graduation?
I guess.
Guess so. It sounds like shit singing.
And super, what was it? That party too. Like when he convinces Diane to go to the party with him after he was, first off, he sounded, when he talked to her on the phone, he sounded like he was on fucking coke.
Yeah, he did.
Like, I'm like, I can't believe, like, and she agreed. Had no idea who it was, clearly, because she, there's a scene of her pulling out the yearbook afterwards and looking disappointed.
Yeah. Yep. She did look disappointed. So I was shocked until she said yes. I was like, wait, what? I was so confused because it did look like she was disappointed. She was like, oh, fuck, I made a mistake. Like, this is an ugly motherfucker or something.
Yeah. And then, so they go to the party, and, like, he barely spends any time with her at the party. He's literally walking around without her the whole time.
With the bag of keys.
With the key master.
I would be pissed if I was the date.
I know, really. But she felt like she was talking to John Cusack's friend or something, like, he keeps looking over and checking on me. I'm like, what? And like she smiled. I'm like, what did? Yeah. So he's not.
Oh yeah. Because it was that you got to remember, it was that teenage kind of shit that they were going for too. So it was like, oh, he cares about me because he's checking up on me. He's checking on me. And the other dude, the other girl who was her actual boyfriend wasn't paying. He was just doing his own thing, partying and shit. And just.
But did you notice when he's collecting keys and stuff? Fucking counselor, I guess, the school counselor,
Yeah,
I
the
guess,
school
goes to the
counselor
party
comes to the party.
because she tries talking to him about a career path. Like, what the fuck?
Then she's like, "Here, key master, throw the keys," and she went in to
Yeah.
get fucking trashed. I was like, "What the fuck?"
That
I'm
was
like,
nuts.
what in the world? Like, even in the 80s, I don't think that was allowed.
Yeah, but I guess on the side note of I guess her not being mad also is because he opened her up to a whole world. People are actually talking to her.
Yeah,
That's true. She's getting the attention that she wanted.
She's getting the normal attention, like a normal person, not like school, like like she's a
realizing she wasted her life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
where she could have been having fun and made friends and all this shit.
Well, not
yeah.
wasting, but not experiencing life.
Yeah, experience. Yeah.
A much less fun path.
And what's up with the fucking depressed chick? The 65 songs?
Oh god, that was hysterical. Yeah, John Cusack's crazy friend with it.
Yeah.
Do they even show her without a guitar in her hand this entire movie?
When they're standing in the yard, when she's standing next to her talking. That's the only time. Other than that, she has her guitar, like fucking singing. She's like, no, to the guy singing his way out the door. She's basically telling him, no, get the hell out of here. I'm like, this chick she needs help.
Yeah, she does.
Like, holy shit.
At least one of my favorite scenes in this is when he gets roped into having to bring the last drunk guy home. Like, that was pretty fucking funny. Like, there's one sets of key left, or like they go find this guy passed out in the bathroom, and he's like, I don't know where I am. And they're just driving around.
Yeah, he don't know where he lives, so driving forever.
Oh,
dude,
man.
he's like, he tried to become friends with him, and he just sped off. He was like, get the hell out of here.
But she gets home in the morning, literally daylight, and the father's not even upset.
No, because she called and checked in.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. I was like, what? The second time he was mad because she didn't call and check in. But then she comes straight out and tells her, yo, I got banged. I got my back
sorry, I
broken
didn't call. I was banging this guy.
That was wild.
But then it made it sounded weird. Like she was making it sound like he was being forceful. But then she was like, I felt like I had to give in. I'm going to do it. And the father just looked at her.
It was weird the way she described it.
She was like, no. Then he backed off. The father was like, oh. Then she was like, but then I jumped him.
I could tell he was all like, I could tell he was all anxious and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so were you expecting him to jump at you at some point?
Yeah.
So you just preempted it to avoid. It was weirdly worded.
It was weird. It made it sound like he's like fucking being rapey. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? But then she spun it around and she jumped his bones. She's saying,
yeah.
She said, I pounced on him. That's when I attacked him. The father's like, God damn, bitch. I didn't need to hear that part.
And the whole car sex scene was weird.
Yeah. He's vibrating and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was waiting for him to pass out. Like he has like 106-degree fever or something. Yeah, it's the flu. He's like sweating and vibrating. She's like, what's wrong? Oh, I'm just happy.
He was so weird and awkward and
awkward through the whole movie.
Every situation. It was besides when he was kickboxing. But until he seen her and got kicked and got knocked out.
Yeah.
Or also, he wasn't awkward playing with his nephew. He was kind of normal in the house when he was playing out the net. That's like the only time he seemed normal. When he was, but once he's around people outside, he's like so awkward talking to other people.
Yep.
Yeah, he wasn't in his comfort zones.
No. When he starts talking kickboxing at dinner, Diane's parents' dinner, that was pretty good.
That was the new sport. I don't know if I can say career. I don't know.
But I haven't been knocked down yet, so yeah.
Yeah, I think I got knocked down yet. Like the fuck?
What are you talking about, man? Nobody mentioned or asked anything about like your hobbies or nothing. People were talking. You were just, I kickbox. I'm just like, what?
I got a question. Was John? I'm not saying he does. I'm asking a question. Did John Cusack ever have a coke problem in his life?
I don't.
Because another scene. Because now you mentioned the dinner scene, another coke event. Out of nowhere, he jumps out of the chair at dinner, goes to the other room staring at the jukebox. I was like, yo, what the fuck was that? Did he just sniff coke and motherfucker can't sit still? He just jumps up out of nowhere. If I was at the table, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Just jumped up mad quick out of nowhere. Fucking, I'm like, damn, dude. He couldn't sit still. I'm like, dude, I would be questioning he's on drugs too.
He really couldn't. He was really all.
I don't know.
over.
It's just awkward. I don't know. It's awkward. It's making me not like it more. I don't know. They have to, like I said, the iconic scene. Everybody's gonna remember that scene, the boombox scene.
The boombox scene, man.
Like you said, awesome song.
I love. Yeah, that's a great song.
It is a great song.
But it's funny because again, I can't remember if I had seen this movie or I've just seen that scene and so many references to it so many times. I feel like I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't remember if that actually worked, and it doesn't. Like, she's crying in her bed, sure. Maybe longing for him a little bit.
Like, yeah, like she wants to, but she's holding herself back. Like,
no, but that single scene has become like such a cinematic reference or icon or something. Like, it makes you think that's the flipping point in their turning point in the movie where he wins her back, and it's not.
It's not, and puts and the thing is, that scene where people see now these days and through the years, they reference it in movies as people talk about it like it worked. They're like, "Hey, go do I know what to do," like that movie, and they go through the boombox like it's gonna work. You're like, dude, you know it didn't work in the movie, but they make it seem like it works. Like it's not gonna work. If the girl, for one, she broke up with you, you're trying to win her back. You're blasting the radio. The father can come out with a shotgun. You don't wake up neighbors. Neighbors are gonna start yelling at you. Like, what the hell are you doing? That shit's not gonna work. Period. You're just gonna piss up a whole neighborhood.
But really quick though, you know what's funny about that scene is Ted. If you guys haven't watched Ted, go.
Ted did it. There you go. Reference. Ted did it. Yep.
Go check out Ted and go check out our review of it over on Patreon because that was some funny shit. The way they
it was
perfect example. What happened? The father came out, right? Started yelling at him. Or
yep.
Something?
That wasn't it.
That wasn't brought home by the cops.
The cops. Yeah. They were like, that was a terrible. That was a good. No, that was a terrible.
Yeah,
terrible
that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Oh.
What else? So the father gets arrested. The lawyer made a deal. It's like a little back and forth thing. How about 100 grand?
125,000 in 9 months. The father
9 months. And when he gets to prison, all of a sudden he's all like he's Mr. Badass smoking a cigarette.
Dude, they did make him look like they went from a scene of him cowering in the tub to the scene of two lawyers negotiating his sentence to him sitting at that picnic table in his jumpsuit talking to John Cusack, and now he has the attitude of somebody that's running the yard.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, the fuck?
Kind of, at least.
But like, it was weird.
Swearing and shit. He's swearing shit, smoking, getting up, talking, like yelling and stuff. Like he's like, okay, tough guy.
So that was a little weird for that character.
Yep.
Like he didn't really show remorse. Nope. Well, he was talking to John Cusack in that moment, or John gives him the letter from his daughter or anything like that.
Another awkward conversation, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But you know what I liked about that one was when he was like when he basically said, "Yes, I am going with your daughter to England." I forgot what he said exactly, but like the way he said it, I was like, "Oh." Like,
well, he phrased it. Well, he started telling the story and saying he wasn't and making it look like he wasn't going to go because he wasn't there for a free ride or anything like that. And the dad said like a backhanded compliment that he could respect that or something along those lines. But he's like, then I changed my mind.
Yeah, then I changed my mind. Yeah. Because he was talking to his head. He was like, I don't want to hold her back. We can make it work. She'll go across. It's not like she's going to go bang guys over there in England. Like, he was like talking to the father like that. And the father's just sitting there listening. And he was like, then another option. He was basically saying another thing. I go with her. Blah, blah, blah. So it's like, but then he also gets the letter to the father. Oh, she wrote this letter. So he memorized there's 2 versions of the letter.
He knew there were multiple versions. He didn't know what version he was giving the father.
Yeah. So the father read it. He goes, "No, keep reading." He was like, "No, that's it." He was like, "Oh." She gave, well, there she has another version. Just remember that.
No,
Just
I will say
it.
I wasn't sympathetic with the dad because again, they changed almost like the whole personality of him once he got in that prison. Like he wasn't really remorseful. He was talking like, like he's running the yard.
But he wasn't. I mean, even before
that could have been done, but that scene could have had a lot of potential because he's John Cusack telling him like she wrote these letters. Like he knew there was one where she says she loves him and couldn't live without him or something along those lines. Like that could have been done a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That, and then I'll say, as far as the father goes, he didn't seem remorseful at all throughout this whole movie. If you really think about it, like when he was even when he got caught with even when his daughter was like, "Dad, I found the money," and he was like, "Oh, that's for you." I'm just
it's for you. Yeah,
and still tried to justify it and like try to make her feel bad and all this other shit. And I'm like, what the hell are you gonna call your daughter a loser for wanting to do things the right way, man? That's
I know.
But
so we haven't even talked about one of the best scenes that actually cracked me up in this. After Diane breaks up with John Cusack, and he's driving around talking in his recorder and stuff. He's like, maybe I should hang out with more guys or something like that. And then they show him at the gas station talking to the 4 guys there, one of which is a young Jeremy Piven.
Yep.
Before he needed hair transplants.
Allegedly.
That happened. He's a douchebag.
Listen. I'm gonna say allegedly because just in case.
I think all you have to do is just type in Jeremy Piven before and after. It happened.
Listen, don't throw allegedly out.
I am saying it was not alleged. But they're talking to him. Did you? And then it's like the 3 guys behind them start breaking out into some kind of psalm. And they just keep saying he's wigging.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these white kids? That's literally what I was thinking. I'm like, what? Who wrote that?
I have no idea.
He called them out too. He was like, "How you give me advice?" He's like, "If you're so good at this, and why are you sitting here alone with no girls?"
Mm-hmm.
Threw that shit right in their face. Give me advice.
I love that too. Like, oh yeah, that's how you guys.
So he found out. So he found out that wasn't the problem. He can't hang out with guys because that didn't help nothing.
Nope.
The whole thing was figuring out he really did love her. She loved him.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada.
They ended up back together though, James. So it was
the ending was stupid too.
Look how mad
waiting for the light the thing, like the plane's gonna crash. No, that's normal. It was like a 5-minute long scene of him just talking to her, calming her down. Like, nope, it's gonna beep any minute now, any second. Then you're like, oh, it's not. I was like, oh, are they gonna die? So, oh no, is the plane gonna crash? Then you hear ding in
the little cliffhanger.
Like, fuck.
The little cliffhanger.
Like, that was a stupid ass ending.
Tried to put in a little suspense. Yeah, it was.
That she again, tried to start making out with him to get her mind off it. She's like, "Yo, I'll fuck you right here on this seat. I don't want to think I'm on this plane."
There you go.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Again, I think that's another scene that had potential that, with some better writing, could have been done better. Like I like the idea of it ending on that ding to take off the seatbelt, but because she's never flown or was super scared or something like that. Like that could have been done better, but it was done poorly.
Yeah. Or they should have made it where the plane crashed or blew up. That would be cool.
Something. I feel like they should just, I don't know. That's just the cliffhanger so you can kind of go wherever you want.
I don't
know. But
it's just an awkward.
And this whole thing was just an awkward experience.
Yeah, it was. The most awkward rom-com I've ever seen. It felt just like.
And honestly, a little boring.
I don't know. Yeah. There wasn't much going on, like even, like him even trying to get them back together, getting back together with her wasn't exciting. Yeah, nothing. You're right. It was just like flatline, like all the same, like nothing exciting. It's just straight across.
Nothing really stands out.
Yeah,
Nothing
drop
really
this down
stands
to
out.
a 4. It's a 4. It's not a 5.
4.
Yeah, it's not that good.
No, I listened to the song after I finished watching the movie.
Good soundtrack though. I like the soundtrack.
Yeah,
I'll drop it down to a 4.5. I'll go to a 4.5.
see, I nailed it.
I'll go to a whole
4.5.
4. You did.
Yeah. The soundtrack was good. 80s music. What are you gonna do? Like 80s music.
Yeah.
Anything else before we
Well,
No, I'm good on this
I don't
one.
have anything else.
all right. Well, seeing as how we are not spinning the wheel for next week because
We're not?
No, because there's only 2 movies left.
No. That's not why either.
Oh,
we finished.
Oh, it's the May 4th Bewitch You.
Yes.
Oh.
So we are going to be reviewing Galaxy Quest and Spaceballs 2.
Oh, we saved it for that. Okay.
Yes, to finish off our Star Wars versus Star Trek. And that's what we're going to end it with next Saturday. So I hope you guys tune in for that. It's going to be a great, great time. I've seen Spaceballs before. I've never seen Galaxy Quest.
I've seen Galaxy Quest.
I have at least seen parts of Galaxy Quest.
At least I don't think I've seen it before.
Alan Rickman, baby.
But
Hans Gruber.
That's going to be a fun one.
Baseballs.
So tune in for that one next week.
Spaceballs, I know I saw as a kid.
Yep.
Let's
so
talk about
darling,
Stand By Me.
So this was based off a short story of Stephen King, The Body.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it did not feel like a Stephen King story. It was like a more wholesome, like Homeward Bound with kids. Like they're on a journey. It's like
kids. That journey's going to find a dead body.
It's the Sandlot stopped playing baseball and went to look for a body.
But
the group of kids just went for a walk.
Yeah, but their whole premise was going to look for a dead body.
Yeah, so that's kind of fucked up.
That's dark.
This is one of those movies that maybe I've just heard so much about. Like, I'm like, how have I heard so much about? I must have seen it. Like, I've convinced myself I saw this as a kid and just forgot about it.
I remember this.
But I went to watch it. I went to watch it now. I was a 40-year-old guy, and fuck, man, this just felt like 3 hours, and it was an hour and a half.
It did seem that long to me.
This was. I'm
like,
a
young Kiefer Sutherland in here.
I didn't even realize that was him for the first 15 minutes. Like, I looked up the cast to figure out he still
has the same haircut.
Yeah, I know. I didn't dawn. Like, I was so focused on the main 4 kids.
Mm-hmm. So you got what's his name? Donnelly or what's
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell, Vern, the chubby one. That's fit as hell now.
Wil Wheaton is kind of the main kid, the skinny brunette kid. River Phoenix is like the second fatter.
He's the badass kid.
He's the one. Yeah, he's like the badass. Him and Wil Wheaton are the 2 like main friends.
Is his name Nick or Christian? I forgot his name.
I think it's I don't. Is it just Chris? I think it's just Chris.
Chris Chambers.
Or you can go by his last name, Chambers.
Maybe he was like the one they said.
Yeah, his best friend. His best friend, basically.
Yeah, he was like the one they said they knew was going to turn out bad.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
Corey Feldman.
Yeah, and Corey Feldman.
Yep.
Corey Feldman plays the same character in every movie when he was a child.
Yeah, River Phoenix. That kid was Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chris Chambers.
So I wasn't even thinking about other characters in the movie because I went like 5 or 10 minutes into it. I Googled the cast just so I could see, wait, which one was River Phoenix? And then I saw Kiefer Sutherland, like, son of a bitch.
So you got exactly his brother, Cusack.
Yeah, which, again, I didn't know he was in it, and he had the best role because he had 5 minutes of screen time.
He didn't have to be in the movie?
Yeah. His character wasn't killed in the movie. He died from boredom.
This guy, man.
Listen, the premise sounds great for just a human story interaction and stuff like that now. But now that I'm going back and watching a 1986 version of this. I'm like, maybe if I was a kid, I'd be into this. But I'm like, this is not hitting home now.
I thought when I seen it, I thought there was more, like with the gang, you know, Kiefer Sutherland's gang. I thought there was more of them, like Goonie style, like them chasing them, like the kids, like going to hurt them, kill them type shit.
I thought there
Not
would
just
be
the
a
scene
little
at
more.
the end, that one little 2-minute scene at the end.
Yeah, I thought there'd be a little more of a race to the body.
Yeah.
Like even unknowingly, but
Yeah.
no.
Oh, another iconic scene. I remember the train scene, running across the bridge.
Dude, and first off, it boggles my mind that people can get hit by a train. It's not like they fucking sneak up on you.
No, you hear them like miles.
I was gonna say you hear them for a long, like they had a long time to run, but I get it. Kids will be kids and kind of just do dumb shit.
No, fucking Corey Feldman standing on the tracks, staring down the train. He's like, "I'm gonna fucking die today." I'm like,
Wil Wheaton's the only one that tries and puts his hand on the rail.
You know what? This movie, I think, made me prejudiced against Jerry O'Connell. Fucking Vern, man. Fucking Vern. That kid got on my nerves more than any other character in this movie. Like, I can understand why his older brother wanted to punch him in the face.
Listen, devil advocate here. Every movie in the 80s and 90s, when there's a fat kid in the group, it's the same character. We're always the loud, that character right there. Fat, crybaby, loud, annoying.
This little asshole comes to the treehouse. He's the one that brings up the idea of going to see the dead body.
Because he overheard his brother.
And then and then the other kids are all for it. They start talking about, a sleepover plan. And now fucking Vern is too scared to go along with this fucking plan. And now they're talking Vern into going to see the dead. Look, it was your fucking idea, fat boy.
He probably didn't think they were going to agree to it. He just wanted a cool story to tell.
And then him.
Yo, they walk mad far to go.
Like 20 miles.
Like insane.
That's ridiculous. I don't know if I'd walk
hours and hours of walking.
I don't know what it would take for me to want to walk 20 miles.
Not to poke at a dead body.
No. But when they're going across, they're following the train tracks and they're going to across the bridge there, and the train is coming up, and that fat fuck just gives up and lays down on the tracks. I'm like,
yeah, no.
Like, how? Run, fat boy. Run.
Yeah, exactly.
If I was Wil Wheaton, because he's the one trying to get him up, I would have fucking kicked him off the side.
Yep.
Or just kept running. Yeah, because like when he laid down there, I'm like, yo, that's 5-10 seconds you could be running.
I know, really.
For some reason, that train, if you notice, when they're running, that train came around that turn pretty quick, but some reason it took forever to get to them going across the bridge.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like that train would have fucking ran them down already.
Yeah, this movie made me prejudiced against Jerry O'Connell.
Oh, it's fucking funny. And I like this movie.
No, I like it's a classic. Like I said, it's a wholesome. I don't know how to say what type of movie this to me. I want to say like a family wholesome movie. I don't
want to say I don't think you can put wholesome with it when they're going to look at a dead body.
No, it's. I mean, this is.
No, it's because they're like getting close. It's like building a friendship.
No, this movie is
yes,
purely about story and human interaction.
Yeah,
and what drives kids and how relationships kind of bloom, come together, and then the next thing you know, they're gone. Because at the end, they do the summary.
Yeah.
After they've seen the dead body, they've scared off Kiefer Sutherland and his gang because they had a gun with them. And you see the four of them walking back into town. Wil Wheaton, the main kid, or Richard Dreyfuss is the one doing the voiceover.
Yep.
Talks about like they'd pass the other two kids in the hall, and then
hardly see him ever again.
Hardly see him ever again. And then he's talking about River Phoenix's character, Chris, who was his best friend. Grow actually gets out of town because he spends the movie talking about how he's never going to get out of town. Becomes a lawyer, walks into a fucking fast food place, tries to break up a little fight in front of him, and gets fucking stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, no one dies right on the spot.
What?
That was just
what kind of ending is
that's
that?
Stephen King for you, though. That's Stephen King for you. He has to always do some crazy shit, some crazy wild. Like this can't be happy. And again, James, this wasn't a wholesome. That's why I said you can't keep saying wholesome.
And also, what's the other one? The one that grows up, gets arrested.
Yeah, that was one of one of the two they lose touch with.
Mm-hmm.
Then Vern has a wife, 4 kids, and he's a forklift driver.
Fucking Vern. But that asshole, and the fact that he just brings a comb to their adventure.
Yeah. Then he gets mad, the comb. Yeah, he dropped the comb.
He drops the comb on the train tracks. I'm like, good. You deserve that.
You deserve
that.
He
made it like as
he brings a comb, but he shaves his head, and someone points that out. I was like, it was for you guys. Don't bring me a fucking comb.
Leeches. You can't forget the leeches.
Yeah, the leech scene.
That was funny.
Oh, the leech on the dick?
Memorable. Oh, yeah. That he passed out.
Would you pass out?
Probably.
I've never had a leech on me, but...
Yeah. Leeches... That wouldn't make me pass out. It's not like they're eating your dick. They just took a bite and they're sucking blood, man. You just fucking burn them off or...
Yeah, but when you're in that situation, you're not thinking just burn them off. You're panicking. It's on your piece.
Not if you know what a leech is. I know what a leech is, so I want to be panicking. Now, if you're a little kid like that, yeah, you're going to freak out, especially if there's like 50 of them on you.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to have no blood in a couple minutes. Hurry up, get them off. They're going to suck it all out.
Isn't that how they treat if you've gone too long after taking a Viagra and it doesn't go down?
That's what I heard, honestly.
That's
doctors use leeches for certain things, like
I don't know if it's for that, but
no, for like swollen mass.
I say that in a joking manner. I do not seriously believe that's how they.
No, they do.
I think I heard that before
in medical ways.
I heard medical ways, but I did hear. I don't know if it was a joke or not either, but I did hear that before.
The Viagra,
like when you have to call when you take a Viagra, and they always give you the warning, call your doctor after like 4 hours or something like that. If it never goes away, let's go into the hospital, get a leech put on there.
But what about if you want to last more than 4 hours?
No, I don't
think what about if you're doing like a 12 hour?
That seems pretty uncomfortable.
Marathon?
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, James.
No,
you have no skin on your meat.
12-hour casters for the cause.
Yeah, you know how you know how chicken has. Yeah, you know how chicken has skin on it. Sometimes you need that.
Right, he's right.
My anxiety is so bad I would never take a pill just because of those reasons. I'll be afraid that I'm going to have more than 4 hours.
No joke, man. I have 100% thought about, because the commercials are everywhere. So I'm like, what the fuck would I do if I took one of those? And I'm like, it's 4.5 hours later. I'm like, dear God, what do I do?
Yeah, exactly. You go to the hospital, embarrassed. Like, damn,
sitting there hard. And you get a charge. Like, no, I had a pill. I'm sorry.
The thing is, the hospitals, they pull you in that fast track thing first. So you got to tell them what's wrong. You're like, well, you're sitting there with a hard on.
Don't say anything. All you have to say is just look down.
Yeah, just look down. Here you go.
Yep.
I put the watch on it. I put a watch on it so you can see how long it's been.
There's a stopwatch.
I don't think that's the right way to do that.
Stopwatch.
But real quick though, gentlemen, ratings.
Oh shit.
Go ahead, James.
6.5.
Okay.
I preferred say anything, so I'm gonna go with a 3.
Wow, really?
I told you, man. 3, because this movie felt like it was 3 fucking hours long.
I can't help it. I like this one way better than Say Anything. Say Anything was so awkward. I don't know. It just bothered me.
And I wanted to punch Vern in the face. Like, I understood like I wasn't his older brother, but I related to his older brother because I
No,
wanted
his
to
older
punch him.
brother is gonna let his friend go kill him.
Exactly.
Which was okay. Oh, well, real quick, my rating is an 8, but that was the funny part because it's like you were gonna kill him over a dead body. That makes no fucking sense at all. That you think you could turn in for a reward, but it's like that's not really how crime.
Well, I think he's gonna kill him because he told him to go fuck his mom or something.
Well, no, because he wouldn't move because he wanted to get the dead body and he wouldn't move. Everybody else was just like, "Fuck it, let him get it" because he has the knife.
Yeah.
I'm just like, over a fucking dead body, you're gonna kill your friend's brother, and then how do you go home? How do you go home and explain that to your parents? Like, yeah, ma. So, yeah, he got mad at him, and so he killed him. What would you do? Nothing.
What about when they're sitting around the campfire and he tells the lard ass pie eating story?
With no ending, no
with
nothing.
A weird ending.
He
Yeah.
just
The ending was him just puking everywhere.
Yeah, that is the ending. He purposely ate so much that he could throw up and start a vomit rama.
Yep, and everybody was picking on him or whatever.
Yeah,
and they were like, "So what happens after?" Like they're all into it. They're like, "So what happens after that?" They're like, he's like, "Well, what do you mean? That's it."
that was it.
That's
He got everyone to
was,
throw up on everyone.
Yeah, that was his goal. He went home, took a shower, and relaxed, and watched some TV. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yep.
Digested.
Probably 8.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh man, that was funny. That was funny." But
by the way, great soundtrack in this movie.
Yeah. Soundtrack wasn't bad, and then again with what you said too, James, is with the nostalgia of this.
Yeah,
the nostalgia of this is just, I haven't seen it in years, but I've seen it quite a few times back in the day. Especially, it used to be on TV a lot.
For the time this came out, do you think it was weird they actually showed the dead body, the dead kid?
I was gonna say they show
Not
they
really.
actually show the dead kid.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because you got to think of 80s slashers. They showed dead everything by then. So
I don't know. I don't remember.
But this isn't a slasher movie or horror movie or anything along those lines.
No, but I'm saying, I'm sure they've shown that in other films, and it's a Stephen King movie at that. So Stephen King adaptation.
I don't remember how they said this kid died.
Hit by the train.
Oh, okay. And he just went flying. They can't find the body.
Yeah, he's not anywhere near the fucking tracks, and somehow his body's in one piece.
Yeah, I know.
I get this. I get the sneaking suspicion if you get hit by a train, something's coming loose.
Something's getting ripped off. Yeah, especially with the old trains like that with the cow pushers. That's what they're called. Those fucking the pointed.
First off, if you can't get the fuck out of the way of a train, you're too dumb to live to begin with.
That's your foot got caught, but I guess that's still. So you shouldn't even be walking on the track. Just get off the damn track.
Yeah, this isn't.
But like I said, the trains have so many warnings. There's
for
what back then you see the smoke. You seen the smoke up in the air. You hit that. You hear it. They whistle every fucking certain amount of times.
It's not the fucking Wild West where someone's tying you to the tracks.
Yeah, exactly. You should not get hit by. Usually, people get hit by by the train. I think they're taking her. It's unaliving thing. I don't want to say the word.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because it's like, unless you're really trashed, maybe alcohol, like
or
the drugs or alcohol is
people
involved.
drive, not even drunk. Just you think you can make it. Oh, I could beat the arms coming. Oh, I could beat the arms.
Oh, you're talking about I'm talking about people walking on the track. Cars are different. They're just stupid.
Yeah, well,
like you said, you think they could make it. Yeah.
I'm sure that. Yeah, I'm sure there's idiots just sitting there looking for a thrill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Car breaks down.
But I mean, I didn't live far from train tracks as a kid. I'd go and put rocks and coins and shit on the track, and then come back and see if it got flattened and crushed.
Yeah,
and
me
stuff
too.
like that.
I tried to do the coin thing too. I never put rocks and shit. I didn't want to derail a train.
I remember thinking that. Yeah, little tiny rocks are not going to derail a train.
Mm-hmm. Might even vibrate it off by the time the train got over to it. Vibrated off the tracks.
I heard a thing. So there's this is bringing a flashback with train now. So I lived in Schenectady, Mount Pleasant, Aaron. You probably know. When you go past down Cutler, then there's not Davis Terrace. Then you go the train tracks.
Yeah,
in the swamp. So there's train tracks over there, and I used to live in that area, and we used to ride our bikes down there and go to the train tracks, and someone told me, it was like, you can't go near train tracks when a train comes. They go by so fast that they create a suction that you can get sucked under the train. So in my head, I thought that was true. So I wanted to test it. I put my mountain bike close to the train tracks, and I ran up the hill and I sat there. The train drove by and just knocked the mountain bike over. And I was like, it didn't suck under the fuck. I was so mad. I was like, you lying motherfucker.
I thought you were going to say you stood there with your junk out and let it try to stretch it.
Nah, I'm not that dumb. I was a kid, but not that dumb.
No, but just when he was like, I had to test it out, I was just like, oh my god.
Oh, you thought
I'm glad you were smart. I'm glad you used the bike. You didn't jackass it.
Yeah, I'm not jackass. No, I use something else besides me. Yeah,
that's good.
I use my bike. I put my bike. I was like, if it gets sucked under that, for one, I'll suck. I lost my bike, but it'll be cool to see the fucking aftermath. That would be cool to see. You see your bike get sucked under the train.
Yeah, but cool. What if you caught? Yeah, I don't know. You might.
Like you said, yeah, I know. When you're a kid, you don't realize that. You don't know if it's going to derail.
That's true, because as a kid, you just think it's going to get flattened or crushed and be cool. Like it's
like
in the movies. Like you know what it is? It's because the movies. You watch movies and you see trains go through. In some movies, you'll see trains go through literally everything and be fine.
Yeah,
like, oh, cool. I want to see that. And yeah, but don't do that, people. It's not true.
Nope.
Yeah, stay away from the train tracks. Unless you have a 4-wheeler. No, my goodness.
Nope, still stay away from them.
I used to do that too.
But shit. Stand by me.
Anything else about this movie?
Not too much for me.
No, that not that really. It's just it was a fucking movie about the journey.
Yeah.
The
only other exciting part is
Jerry O'Connell is married to Rebecca Romaine. So that's
Corey Feldman fucking losing his mind with the junkyard guy. The junkyard guy calling his dad a loony.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he didn't like that too much.
He was like, "I'll fucking what do you say? I'll
unalive you.
Piss down your throat
I'll rip off your head and shit down your neck."
Yeah, there you go.
That one too.
But other than that, the movie was just the journey of them walking to find his body, and them getting close and talking to each other. Especially the two best friends telling each other's life story. Like I'm a loser.
Yeah, it was like both sets of best friends in a sense.
Yeah. Other than that, that's why I was saying that's the type. I know I used wholesome, but I know it's the wrong word. But that's what I mean. The story is them getting close.
Yeah, the friends. At least for that last, it was like their last. It was their last hoorah, their last summer. I guess that was.
Yeah, it felt like Sandlot shit.
No, that's not even. Well, the thing is, it's not what it was meant to be. It's not like it was meant to be a last hurrah of any kind. It fucking changed them. Like,
well, yeah, that's true.
They come back. That's what the voiceover is for at the end. Like it changes. Wil Wheaton, the main kid, he indicates like it's changed me. Like he was determined to see it. He saw it. It changed him. The whole experience. And from that point on, he was basically only friends with the best friend, River Phoenix.
Yeah,
they lost touch with the other two. They're like it was an experience that changed their lives. I get it. Boring as shit to get to that point.
I disagree, but
also the gang's like, I'll remember this. I'm going to get even with you. I thought there was going to be another scene with them.
Yeah. There's no mention. That's true. Nothing. There's no mention of the gang in the voiceover at the end either. Like,
no,
we're going to cross paths again. I'm not going to forget this. Gone.
They forgot.
Yeah. So that's useless. So
no,
I still, like I said, I still don't mind the movie. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, and it's something you watch every few years. Like I don't know when I'll watch it again, if ever, but
I probably won't watch it ever again. Unless it comes across my path somehow, if someone was watching it.
Not intentionally, that's for sure.
Yeah,
no. For the most part, it'd be content-wise, for me, for the most part. But I guess we can. You guys want to wrap this one up?
Yeah,
wrap it up,
guys. We're gonna wrap this up, so go check
out.
Only
thing I wrap up.
Chris at Stories from a Bar. Check out Popcorn and Pints, of course. Check out Horror Research 30. Check out the Z Network. Check out the Scene Snobs. And we're gonna get on out of here. You guys have a great night. Thanks for popping by, and peace.
Peace.
Peace.